ωραίο περιβολής, ωραίο περιβολής, ωραίο περιβολής, ωραίο περιβολής. Σήμερα αποχωρίζεται, γαμπρέ την ύφη να αγαπάς, γαμπρέ την ύφη να αγαπάς, να μην την εμαλώνεις, να μην την εμαλώνεις, να μην την εμαλώνεις, να μην την εμαλώνεις. Σαν το βασίλικο στη γη, σαν το βασίλικο στη γη, να την εκαμαρώνεις, να την εκαμαρώνεις, να την εκαμαρώνεις, να την εκαμαρώνεις. Σηκώ περήφανε αηδέ, σηκώ περήφανε αηδέ, κι άνοιξε τα φτερά σου. Φώναξε της μάνας της Φώναξε το
δεν ξέρεις το φυλάκι.
Και να της δώσει την ευχή
Και να την παραδώσει.
Φώναξετε τον Κύριπτη
Θα την
και να της δώσει την ευχή χίλια χρόνια να ζήσει.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. We really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Spring is here, the sky is blue. Whoa, birds all sing as if they knew. Today's the day we'll say I do, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. We really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Bells will ring, the sun will shine. Whoa, I'll be his and he'll be mine. We'll love until the end of time, and we'll never be lonely anymore. Because we're going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Gee, I really love you and we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel of love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Going to the chapel of love. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Tonight I celebrate my love for you. It seems the natural thing to do.
Tonight, no one's gonna find us. We'll leave the world behind us. When I make love to you,
Tonight I celebrate my love for you and hope that deep inside you feel it too.
tonight our spirits will be climbing to a sky lit up with diamonds. When I make love to you,
tonight.
and make love to you.
Tonight, I celebrate my love.
Των ψυχών ημών του Κυρίου ελεηθόμεν. For the servants of God, this man Panagiotis and this woman Eleni, for now being espoused, and for their salvation, let us beseech the Lord. For the descent upon them of perfect and peaceful love and health, let us beseech the Lord. For their benediction in concord and sound in faith, let us beseech the Lord. Υπέρ του ευλογηθήνε και φυλαχθήνε αυτού.
Repeat after me.
I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Panagiotis Paisis, may not be joined in matrimony to Eleni Yangu. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Eleni Yangu, may not be joined in matrimony to Panagiotis Paisis. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Panagiotis Paisis, do take thee, Eleni Yangu, to be my lawful wedded wife. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Eleni Yangu, do take thee, Panagiotis Paisis, to be my lawful wedded husband.
In a παραστήθεια αυτή αυτό έδωσε την εκκλησία μία που σας πείτων διδίδα εις των Ιούδων Αλίνα η Αγία και άμωμος ούτως ο φύτης είναι άντρας αγαπάντας εαυτό γυναίκα σας εαυτό σώματα ο αγαπών την εαυτό γυναίκα εαυτόν αγαπάω διδάφονται την εαυτούς ακανήσεσεν αλεστρέφες απ' αυτήν καθώς και ο Κύριος στην εκκλησία ότι μέλη εμέν του σώματος αυτού έσους αυτός αυτού και των οσέων αυτού αντί του καταλήξει άνθρωπος τον πατέρα αυτού και την μητέρα και προσκοληθήσετε προς τη γυναίκα αυτού και έσονται οι δύο εις αρκαμία το μυστήριο του το μέγα εσύν εγώ δεν λέγω εσύν του και στην εκκλησία πριν γέννηση καθένα έκαστος είναι αυτού γυναίκα ούτως αγαπάτος αυτό
τον Αγινός φωνή
Αλληλούια, αλληλούια, αλληλούια
Ρίσαν το σύνου, λέγει μη του Ιησού προς Αυτόν, νου και έκουσι. Λέγει αυτή ο Ιησούς, τι έμει και εσύ γίνε, που ποή η ώρα μου. λέγει μη του της διακόνης, ότι αν λέγει μην ποιήσατε. Ήσαν δε κύδροι αληθινέξ, κείμενε κατά των καθαρισμών των Ιουδαίων, χωρούσε να μετρητάς 2 ή 3, λέγει αυτής ο Ιησούς, γεμίσατε τα ιδρύας ύδατος και γέμισαν αυτάς έως άνω. Και λέγει αυτής, αντλήσατε νυν και φέρετε το αρχιτρίκλινο και είναι γκαν. Ούτε γεύσατε το αρχιτρίκλινος, το είδωρ είναι ο γηγενημένος και ούκοι λιπόθνεστην. Οι δε διάκονοι είδησαν ιδρικόντες το είδωρ, φωνή των υφίων ο αρχιτρίκλινος και λέγει αυτό, πας άνθρωπος, πρώτον των καλών είναι αντίθεση, και όταν μεθυστώσει τότε τον ενάσω, σίδε τετρίκας των καλών είναι ο νέος άρχης. Ταύτην επίησε την αρχήν των σημείων ο Ιησούς εν Κανά της Γαλιλαίας και φανέρωσε την δόξαν αυτού και πίστευσαν εις αυτόν οι μαθητές αυτού. Ελέησον ημάς ο Θεός, κατά το μεγαλειό σου λεωμεθά σου επάκουσον και ελέησον, ελευθέως και χωρίσεως και αφέσεως των αμαρτιών, το Υιό του Θεού Παναγιώτη και ελέησος, ο πάντα ποιήσας τη ισχύ σου και θεώσας την οικουμένη και κοσμήσας των στέφανων πάντων των πεποιημένων υπό σου. Και το ποτήριο των κοινών του παρεχόμενος στη συναρτήση προς γάμου κοινωνία, ευλόγησον ευλογία πνευματική, ότι ευλόγητε σου το όνομα και δε δόξαστε σου η βασιλεία του Πατρός και του Υιού και του Αγίου Πνεύματος νυν και αεί και εις τους αιώνας των αιώνων.
Αμήν το σωτηρίου λείψομεν. Αμήν.
Στέφεται ο Θεός του Παναγιώτης, εις του ελέγχει στο όνομα του Πατρός και του Υιού και του Αγίου Πνεύματος. The servant of God Panagiotis is crowned to the servant of God Helens, in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Στέφεται ο Θεός του Παναγιώτης και του ελέγχει στο όνομα του Πατρός και του Υιού και του Αγίου Πνεύματος.
Αμήν. Πατρός, καλή εξουσία υποτάξου το Χριστό ούτω και γυναίκες, συνήθασας ήμες μαζί. Οι άντρες αγαπατάς γυναίκας σε αυτόν, καθώς και ο Χριστός ηγάπησε την Εκκλησία και αυτόν παρέλος και την ελαφή, είδα την αγιάση, καθαρίζα του προτήρατος εν ρήματι, την απαραστήσει αυτή και αυτό έδωσε την Εκκλησία μη εκουσασπίδων διδίδα εις των Ιούδων, αλήνα η Αγία και άμωμος. Ούτως ο φύτης είναι άντρας αγαπάντας σε αυτό γυναίκα σας κάτω σώματα, ο αγαπών την εαυτού γυναίκα εαυτόν αγαπάω διδάφονται την εαυτούς ακάνησεσεν, αλεστρέφες απ' αυτήν καθώς και ο Κύριος στην Εκκλησία.
Look at this face, I know the years are showing. Look at this life, I still don't know where it's going. I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know.
Look at these eyes, they've never seen what matters. Look at these dreams, so big and so better.
I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. So many questions still left unanswered. So much I've never.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Can you please be upstanding to receive your bride and groom?
My love, there's only you in my life, the only thing that's right.
My first love, your every breath that I take, your every step I make.
And I want to share all my love with you. No one else will do.
And your eyes, they tell me how much you care.
Two hearts that beat as one. Our lives have just begun.
Forever,
I'll hold you close in my arms. I can't resist your charms. I'll be a fool for you, I'm sure.
you know I don't mind.
Always and forever, each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. And I know tomorrow will still be the same, 'cause we've got a life of love that won't ever change. And every day, love me your own special way, melt all my heart away with a smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. I'll always love you forever. Always forever. There'll always be sunshine when I look at you. It's something I can't explain, just the things that you do. And if you get lonely, phone me and take a second to give to me that magic you make. And every day, love me your own special way, melt all my heart away with a smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. I'll always love you ever, ever. Loving you is the thing that I've planned for a very long time. Always forever love me with you, you with me, we as one. Love together. Always forever for a very long time. Loving you. Always forever love you. ever and a day, ever and a day. Ever and a day. Always forever love you, loving you forever.
Ύστερα φεύγεις, ακάρι μόνο σου ζητώ, μη μ' αποφεύγεις, στάσου. Κρίνεις, με κατηγορείς, χωρίς εγώ να φταίω. Το κάθε τι το αναιρείς, το κάθε τι ωραίο. Πώς μπόρεσες και έσβησες όλα τα όνειρά μου. Πώς μπόρεσες και έκανες κομμάτια την καρδιά μου. Πώς μπόρεσες και έσβησες όλα τα όνειρά μου. Πώς μπόρεσες και έκανες κομμάτια την καρδιά μου. Πώς μια μάτια σου μόνο φτάνει, αεροπλάνο να με κάνει και να σου δίνει στο στόμα βιώματα με καρδιώμα. Μια μάτια σου μόνο φτάνει, αεροπλάνο να με κάνει και να σου δίνει στο στόμα βιώματα με καρδιώμα. σε δίψασα, τον ύπνο σου ξενύχτησα. Δεν με χωράει το κρεβάτι. Δεν κοιμάμαι τώρα πια τα βράδια, σβήνω στο ουίσκι τα δικά σου τα σημάδια. Γέμισε η ζωή μου με καπνούς και με σκοτάδια και ζωρούς από πακετάδια. Δεν κοιμάμαι τώρα πια τα βράδια, σβήνω στο ουίσκι τα δικά σου τα σημάδια. Γέμισε η ζωή μου με καπνούς και με σκοτάδια και ζωρούς από πακετάδια. Τσίγαρα στο στόμα δηλητήριο, άλλη μια νύχτα πέρασα κι όμως δεν σε ξεπέρασα. Νύχτα σωστό μαρτύριο. Ρε δεν κοιμάμαι τώρα πια τα βράδια, σβήνω στο ουίσκι τα δικά σου τα σημάδια. Γέμισε η ζωή μου με καπνούς και με σκοτάδια και ζωρούς από πακετάδια. Δεν κοιμάμαι τώρα πια τα βράδια, σβήνω στο ουίσκι τα δικά σου τα σημάδια. Γέμισε η ζωή μου με καπνούς και με σκοτάδια και ζωρούς από πακετάδια. Μπράβο, Λεβέντη. trying to get our sympathy, you know. And the next one. Sisters, Jaunus, das muss alles mir Sister Jaunus. Everybody who's dancing and the others who haven't. make him touch the ceiling. Lovely. Προσέχετε το καπνό κοπέλια, ποιος είναι καθήκοντα. Oh, I adore τον αγκαλιάζει ο ουρανός.
happy. Only you can make me happy. You must be heaven sent into my life, and I compliment you, baby. We have.
Hello everybody and welcome to this evaluation. It's the end of the video and we have this highlight scene of Helen's wedding. Now this just sums up the whole thing. It was done by a video man called Chris. Now the whole video was so long. John actually made me this copy. Interesting story really, because at the end of the 90s, well, the end of the 80s, everything was a crappy copy. You know when you used to have VHS and you used to copy and there was a copy of a copy of a copy. Then we reached, let's say, Anna's wedding, which is her sister, 1990. That was the last bad copy that we had. You know, then from 91, 92 was Minnie's wedding, Joanna's, Leon's and everything, all good copies. Then you had your my own camcorder, which I used to film weddings. Great copy, great copy, great copy. Then suddenly John gives me this, and it's gone back to the 80s. You know, John probably thought, oh, Andy won't notice. Just give him a copy of a copy of a copy, and everything will be okay. Well, it's not well and good. Although this is 1998, a long time ago, but the reality is that when I got this, brand new, and suddenly it's a grotty copy. But anyway, let's have a look at Helen's wedding. Okay, so now we're going to look at this wedding as a comparison. It's the same guy that did Anna's wedding. Anna's wedding was 1990, this is 1998. Let's have a look. And you can see that it's virtually, I mean, everything's the same. He has to close the curtains. That's a sign of someone being unprofessional. He has to close the curtains in the room to get light, you know, so he can use his big power lights. I can understand that, but really all he had to do was film from the other side. Maybe that's not so bad to do that. It probably looks okay, but look at this. All the same mistakes, everything. So you see the bride coming from upstairs. Well, she was downstairs. What's she upstairs for? Exactly the same like it was at Helen's wedding. Exactly the same mistakes. No creativity from Mr. Chris. Kind of guy puts his logo at the front of the wedding. You know, make sure that you all notice that it was Chris. And basically, I think this wedding was originally 3 hours. So I've got the long. It's just too long. You know, when a wedding's just too long, it's just too much. You know. So what I did, I cut it down. I've made it a 1.5 hours. I still think it's pretty long, but at least it's entertaining now. So Anna, I've known her as a little kid. I used to teach her to dance. You know, you can see her here learning to dance at the Green School. I've known her since she was roughly 10 years old or whatever. But she worked at the Cyprus Popular Bank. Can you imagine? She lived all the way in Forest Hill, and she used to come to Archway, which is only down the road from me, to work in the Bank of Cyprus. Used to be on this corner. Right next to the Whittington Hospital actually. I passed there once and I saw her in there once. I never said hello, I was visiting my dad, but anyway. It's a McDonald's now. Have a look what it looks like today. It's a McDonald's. But anyway, I was talking to her, she said to me, and I said, well look, I want to know what's going on with my bank account in Cyprus. I used to have a bank account and someone was renting my flat. I wanted to see if money was going in there. So she said, no problem. Just tell me the number and I'll find out for you. So I phoned her up, I told her the number. Sorry, I can't do it. We're not connected to to the Cyprus Bank in Cyprus. You'll find that, the Popular Bank and the Cyprus Bank and everything, they'll always say, oh yeah, we've got nothing to do with them. I said, oh, find it funny that when the Popular Bank went bust, it's funny how all the English popular banks went bust as well. What do you mean there's no connection? Obviously there's a physical connection, isn't there? And I really laughed when Anna said to me one day, you know, that she was really upset that, you know, all the colleagues and all the staff around her were being picked and everything because someone knows them. Singing is, as it were. You know, you put your family in, you put this person, you know somebody, you're in the bank, and she was upset. Oh, this shouldn't happen. And I said, well, how did you get the job? And she smiled at me and she said, well, she didn't say anything. She just smiled at me. It said it all. I said, obviously, family put her in the bank. Now, people think this is a joke, but this is absolutely true. The car, they get into the car, and obviously they're driving to the church. They're driving towards the church. Why doesn't the car drive into the actual church courtyard? It broke down. You know, people don't believe that, but you can see it broke down. The video man tried to hide it. He's tried to hide it, but if you have a look, I'll stop it on the frame. You can see people actually pushing the car, and it just stopped there. You know, she had to walk from the road to the thing. They called the AA, you know, and the AA probably looked at it. I've said this before, you know. He said, oh, what the hell is this? You know, ask my grandfather. You know, I don't know how to fix these. But the AA man comes along. On my video, you actually can just vaguely see that the AA man was there. So, in the end, you know, they get it working and off they trot. But, yeah, inside the church, no, I really hated this. I had to change it for my version here. This is the original version, how they changed the rings. It's all dubbed with music. I hate it when they do that. I've known other weddings that they do that. I just don't like it. That's the point where you just don't want to hear music. Well, maybe it's just me, but it makes the video feel long and tedious. I don't know, there's something about this video that makes it almost unwatchable. I put the original, you know, if you have a look at my version, I put the original sound back in. Well, it's not the original sound, I just took it from another part of the church because the church went on and on and on, and I've cut that shorter. They're wearing gold suits. I actually joked to Paula, I said, you know, wouldn't it be nice if I wore a gold suit in Argentina? And she looked at me and said to say, you know, they would laugh at you if you have gold suits. He said, what it is in England, they're a bit more modern and a bit more ahead. But in Argentina, I've actually seen people in light coloured suits, but it took something like 20 years before it came here. The best man, I don't know what he's trying to do here, have a look. You know, he was going for his, I don't know, was he going for his, you know, a secret agent, have a look. You know, I think he was going for his gun. He sort of thought, oh no, I won't take my gun out here. It's a little bit inappropriate. But yeah, they changed the rings. Okay, so they're signing the ribbon, and you see Gillian here. That's Leon's wife. She's looking up. She said, "What am I supposed to be doing?" I said, "All you do is sign your name on the ribbon. You know, it's not rocket science. You know, you just put your name on the ribbon. You know, is there anything funny about that? But have a look." Now you see George, he's sort of asking questions, and he said, "No, shall I put my email address as well? You know, or shall I put my bank details?" You don't have to put your bank details. You just put your name. You know, it's spelled with a G. It's George. What? No, I think he's asking. You know, if his name is spelled with a G. But I don't know. This is Andy's niece, one of his nieces from Australia. First time Andy K, Antigorisas, has seen her. And George, their dad, sits them both on our table. I thought that was really nice. You know, you go off, you know, with your wife and sit on another table, all clásicos and everything, and leave us with the kids. Actually, they were quite good company. They were quite good company at the table. And she says to me, I heard them talking, what's a gumera? I said, well, I didn't know at the time. I said, I see it on the video now. You were a gumera. You're changing the rings, but I can see that you're not quite sure what to go. Oh, I don't know where to go. I said, well, that's a gumera. You know, a gumera changes the rings and everything. So that's basically it, Natasha. You know, you sign the ribbon, you know, you put your name down and then you get lost. Before you get lost, you've got to cough up, by the way. But yep. And now you can see. Oh, this is terrible. This, I mean, the idiot photographer. I've heard him say this all the time. You know, listen to him here. Everyone's ready. They're ready to throw the confetti. They're ready. And then he says he's not ready, and then suddenly he says to everybody, get ready. Well, you were the one not ready. You know, he does that every single time, and I can distinctly hear that voice at every wedding because he's the photographer. But he's always never ready to take the photograph with the confetti. So we get to the hall, a lot of people at this wedding, and they go around the tables, have a look. Buyuka's table, this is Joanna's table. Now I remember Sodos, that's the father of Maria, Minnie's wife. When we were arranging the wedding and everything, he said, you know, jokingly at the table, he said, if you hate anybody, put them next to the speakers. And we all started laughing. We thought that was really funny, but Joanna family, they're not exactly next to the speakers, but they're almost. They're one table away. So obviously, the table behind them, they obviously, you know, Anna and Helen's family, they obviously hate them a little bit more. But you know, they didn't quite get the speakers, so obviously they don't hate the Buyukas as much. So I usually say it's about the English people when they see the drink free there and everything. But have a look at this guy here. He's wearing a beret. You know, obviously from France. He's picking up the whiskey bottle. Yes, it's free. That's right. Yes, you can drink. Yeah, you can get in a whole month's worth. Yeah, that's right. Ah, mais oui. Yeah, the whiskey is free. You know what I'm saying? And it's always the same, you go around the tables, people don't like to be filmed when they're eating, but you know, some people, you know, they don't mind, you know, just eyes men a draw. Just let me eat. Have a look at this girl in the corner. You know, I said, obviously she was a bit hungry, I said, oh, you know, I don't care if anyone's filming me, you know, eyes men a draw. So this was the girl that Andy fancied, Andy K, Andy Goritsas. Nice looking girl actually, I think they did actually suit each other. And I'll go with her, and then he asked me at the wedding, what do you think of this girl? And I said, well, I think she's great, but there's only one thing, you know, when you waited to ask for my approval, just go for it. Go for that girl. She's a nice girl, she suits you and everything. Secret Agent Man got her. Do you remember Secret Agent Man? The guy from the school? You know, the one who used to think he could compete with me in teaching Greek dancing. He used to teach the kids and I used to teach the adults. Well, Andy, you know, you've missed out. You know, Secret Agent Man has got in before you. So, congratulations.
Secret Agent Man, secret.
So this is the Valet d'Or, probably the most classical moment in this whole wedding. Just have a look. See if you notice anything missing here. Yeah, very clever if you noticed it. Money. There's a lack of blumismata. You know, and Mr. Flash Harry, he comes out. You know, he's giving it this, he's giving it that. Nothing wrong with that, but the band stops. And you don't see this on the official wedding video, but on mine, the one I made, you know, the little camcorder version, you actually see him, you know, when he stops, actually confront the band. He says to the band, Halas Buddha. That means you've ruined it for me. And then the band answers, he sort of chuckles, he sort of says, well, you know, they all have to have a finish. Well, truer words were never spoken, you know, that's a load of rubbish. You know, it says the bands will keep the Gumbaro dance going forever and ever and ever if there's money. There was no money there, the poor guy, You know, so I would have been upset as well. You know, you're into your element.
They all have to come to a finish.
And then the band, he stops, he turns around, oh, what the hell's going on? And if you have a look later in the video, you have a look at him at the table, he's so distraught about it. I just feel so sorry for that guy. But it was like nice of Uncle Andy to put his hand round his shoulder and said, you know, there, never mind. You know, there'll be another wedding when you can, you know, act flash and show off. So the Gumeres take the floor and have a look. It's a guy. There's a guy, an old man. He's dancing with the Gumeres. You know, he's having a jolly good time. He reminds me of a film I used to see. It's an old classic Scrooge story with an old man dancing. I want to put that in as well. I don't know, the comparison's the same. But you know, he's giving it all. You know, he's giving it everything. Just like the guy in the movie. You're too old to dance, but it's always lovely.
Of all the days in all the year that I'm familiar with, there's only one that's really fun.
December the 25th.
Correct.
Ask anyone, call Robinson or Brown or Jones or Smith. Their favorite day, and they will say
December the 25th.
correct.
December the 25th. My dear, December the 25th. The dearest day in all the year. December the 25th.
Correct.
Then the Gumbaros take the floor. Some of the people are still the same from the magnificent inadequates. You know, you got Nigo, you got John, you know, but there was new people that danced here. Have a look at this. I mean, that's fantastic. You know, he's a little bit older, nice little somersault entry. And as if that wasn't enough, someone had to outdo him, didn't they? Someone had to outdo him. I think this is one of the best Gumbaro dance I've ever seen. Add a bit of break dance. I mean, he did that so well. I'd probably put some professionals to shame. And this guy comes up. I used to teach him at the Greek school. I've even got, you know, he used to do a few figuras, you know, he was dancing with the kids and everything. Here he is here, can you see him in the bottom picture? Yeah, it was a little bit funny story. Remember Secret Agent Man? Well, they sacked Secret Agent Man because he was basically useless. They put me back in and I started teaching, and him and another kid decided to boycott me, you know, they wouldn't dance with me. I can understand that, you know, loyalty to a Secret Agent Man. But yeah, they bowed out the wedding. They said, oh, well, no, we wanted Secret Agent Man. But I do like his girlfriend. I mean, that is, you know, that is a bit of crumpet, and I wouldn't mind giving that a good slap. But yeah, I did actually, you know, I think his girlfriend was a bit of alright, if you know what I mean. So Chris, the video man, you know, I mean, he's only got like 2 people there working for him, but he has to put at the end of his film, yeah, it's editing by Chris and photography by Chris. He makes out the sound is by about 2 different people, but he forgot to mention the person that's holding the wires. The person that's holding the wires is our good friend Tony. You see him there? And I shout, you only see this on my video, you don't see it on this version, but I shout to Tony, me and Angelo shout to Tony. You know, he looks across and I shout, I said, did you find any rocks in your food? You know, so, you know, to see if that tradition, you know, still holds, that he's still finding bits of rock in his food. And a nice little credit given to our friend Tony for helping the video man carry the wires, you know, around while he's filming. So this is towards the end of the wedding. You can see me coming up to, well, say congratulations and everything, and kiss the bride, say goodbye and everything. And I heard a little rumour that Joanna saw my brother-in-law at the wedding. Now I go up to Joanna and you can have a look, you can just see it. I said, Joanna, I heard you saw my brother-in-law, and she even points. Have a look, she points in the direction. Yeah, he was sitting on that table over there. And I said, would you believe that Joanna was the only person that saw him? Sulla didn't see him. Buyukas didn't see him. No one saw him. Because we've got the video, we can actually see, well, when the cameraman goes around the table, you can actually see him here. Looking a lot older, looking a lot shabbier. You know, something I'm really surprised. He's not wearing that blue-grey suit. I can't believe it. Let's go through all the weddings where he wore that blue-grey suit. Carol's wedding must be the first one. Then he wore it at Andonis. Have a look here. Milton's wedding, he wore that blue-grey suit. Georgina's wedding was next. You know, couldn't leave the blue-grey suit in the cupboard. Couldn't pick something out. Well, that was probably the only suit that he had in the cupboard. And finally, we see it at Leon's wedding, which was 93. This is 98, so at least he's wearing a different. That's probably why I didn't recognize him. Why I didn't notice him at the wedding, because he was wearing a different suit. And then Joanna tells me something here. She whispers in my ear. And I'm sorry, but we're going to have to spend a moment of silence for all those who have dyed their hair. Yeah, he dyed his hair. Joanna sort of whispers that to me as if it's really funny. I said, well, your dad dyes his hair. You know, we saw that at your wedding, you know, so what's so funny about it? You know, nothing wrong with that. But he's looking like a young boy now. Have a look again. And that's my brother-in-law. Thank goodness for the video, because if it hadn't been for the video to actually have proof that he was there, I would have said that Joanna was having a hallucination. But still, officially, the last time I saw him was Leon's wedding, which was 93. I can't say that I saw him in 98, because I didn't. So that's it. That's the conclusion of Helen's wedding. I tried to make it better. You know, the 3-hour version, I mean, even the title sequence in the original 3-hour version was like 10 minutes long. The ending, everything, you know, everything seemed elongated. You used to watch the wedding and say, you know, you should be able to, as a video man, Chris the video man, you know, sort of puts his commercial at the beginning and the end, you know, blatantly. I wouldn't even put my name to this video at all. Actually, to say the truth, he's just okay. You know, no artistic flair at all. Exactly the same, filmed exactly the same like Anna's wedding. But anyway, what I did is I shortened it, even the title sequence, and you saw me interrupt the ending scene because I just thought that was just so dull. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to edit an ending scene that is worthy of an ending scene, if you see what I'm saying. You know, worthy of someone with their art O-level, you know, yours truly. But anyway, I hope you, I hope you all watch and enjoy, and I'll leave it at a classic and a very professional end sequence.
First time, first love. Oh, what feeling is this? Electricity. Oh, the very first kiss. Like a flame in your eyes. In the first ray of sun, I can feel it inside. Something new has begun, and it's taking control of my body and mind. It began when I heard I love you for the very first time. For the very first time.
to the finish.
It's an unopen door, but you gotta reach out and you gotta explore. And when something happens that words can't define, only then do you know you're in love for the very first time. For the very first time. For the very first